Hi, and welcome to the Blue Zone. I'm your host, Neil Turnbull. This week we'll be looking back at last week's results, on to next week's fixtures, and we'll have another head-to-head challenge. And now to look at last week's results. Another unfortunate week for racket sports as Badminton men's ones lost 9-3 to Napier ones, and in tennis, men's ones were beaten 6-0 by St Andrews twos. A bad day at the office for Abertay football, with all three teams coming away with losses. However, there was more success in hockey, with both the men's and women's first winning their games. An unfortunate week in volleyball as both the men's and women's first lost their games. Let's hope the teams can have more success next week. In golf, there was a heavy loss for mixed ones team going down to Stirling fourths. Our athletics team, for the first time ever, competed in the SSS Freshers Championship at the Emirates Arena in Glasgow. Well done to Lucy Holden, who took silver in high jump, Michael Tarnowski, who took gold in triple jump, Lewis Bell, who took silver in the 400 metre, Niamh Guest, who took silver in the 60 metre sprint and the 60 metre hurdles, and Lindsay Brown, who took bronze in the 400 metre. And the final result of the week was in rugby, where Abertay men's ones beat RGU.
RG who?
Oh yeah, you know, the uni with the only university sports roundup show.
Isn't this a university sports roundup show?
Well, I'm doing a sports roundup, so I guess it is. Anyway, as I was saying, men's ones won 26-19. And now to go on to the fixtures. In football, the women's first play Edinburgh women's first at Craigie Community Sports Hub on Arbroath Road. This kicks off at 2 o'clock. The men's ones play Edinburgh men's ones also. This is at Gussie Park on Tannadice Street and kicks off at 1:45. The men's thirds play Dundee men's fifths at Lochie Park on Ancram Road. This kicks off at 2 o'clock. In hockey, men's first play Stirling men's first at Disc Hockey Pitch on Mains Loan. The first pass back is at 1:30. In rugby, the women's first play GCU women's first at Downfield Park on Charlotte Street. This kicks off at 2 o'clock. The men's seconds play St Andrews men's fourths at Strathmore RC in Forfar. This kicks off at 2 o'clock. On Saturday, in badminton, the men's ones play Edinburgh men's fourths at Lynch Centre on South Road. The first serve is at 1:30. On Sunday, in volleyball, the men's firsts play Napier men's firsts, and the women's firsts play Glasgow women's seconds at Craigie High School on Garnet Terrace. The first serve is at 1 o'clock for the men, and the women start at 3:30. Away ties, in basketball, Abertay men's first head to Edinburgh Napier to play the men's first. The women's first take on St Andrews women's seconds. In football, the men's seconds team head to Aberdeen to play the men's thirds. In rugby, the men's first team take on Strathclyde men's seconds. In tennis, in what is a YouTube derby this week, the men's first take on RGU men's first. And then on Saturday, in netball, the women's first play Dundee women's first. This is at Hall 2 in ISE at Dundee Uni and starts at 12 o'clock. And the women's seconds take on Stirling women's fourths. In this week's head-to-head, we headed up to Disc once again, but this time to take on hockey. If you're interested in playing for the uni at hockey, the men train 5:30 till 7 and the women 7 till 8:30 every Monday night. Now let's go take them on in this week's head-to-head challenge. Hi and welcome to this week's head-to-head on the Blue Zone. We're up at hockey training at Disc. Norval's going to explain what we're doing because I have no idea.
Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we've got 10 seconds to drive from this line into the goal, and you have to be within the circle to be able to shoot at the goal and then score. And the person who's got the most right goals wins.
Let's go!
Neil. Still filming. No, I know, but the wind got it. Yeah. Yeah, you ready? They've got 10 seconds on this to get in and score. Yeah. Well, if I could pull it off, it's like a little 10-second countdown in the corner. Yeah. Don't do it. Right when you are, there's a way you can do it off. That's pretty hard. So oh, pass. No chance. That was Phil. You go, Neil. Get off shot. No pressure, I will. Right, wait up.
We're not doing sudden death.
On you go, North. On you. Just need to wait for them to be off shot. Just continuity.
So that's it for this week on the head-to-head challenge. Well done to the hockey women. Well, it was a mixed team to be fair. Beating us 2-1 in that one. So that makes the series score Blue Zone 0, Challengers 2. I can safely say I won't be taking up hockey as a sport after that performance. However, maybe if I go along to Free Sport Friday to take part in practice every week 3 to half 4 at Ward Road Gym, I might improve. That's it for this week on the Blue Zone. Tune in next week for more results, more fixtures and another head-to-head challenge.